Interesting facts about Amusia. Number 10. What is Amusia? Amusia is a neurological disorder characterized by an inability to recognize or process music. It is a rare condition, affecting an estimated 4 to 5% of the population, and is thought to be caused by damage or trauma to the parts of the brain responsible for music processing. People with Amusia often find it difficult to recognize melodies, pick out rhythms, or distinguish one musical tone from another. They may also struggle to identify or remember the sounds of musical instruments. Number 9. Congenital Amusia. Congenital Amusia, also known as tone deafness, is a rare neurological disorder that impairs a person's ability to recognize and process musical tones. People with this disorder are unable to distinguish between different sounds or melodies and often have difficulty recognizing certain musical patterns. It is estimated that up to 4% of the population has some degree of congenital Amusia. People affected by this disorder often struggle to recognize pitch or intonation, have difficulty singing in tune, and may be unable to tell the difference between two different pieces of music. Additionally, they tend to feel uncomfortable when exposed to music or sound. While there is no known cure for congenital Amusia, research has suggested that music therapy may be beneficial in helping to improve musical abilities. Number 8. Acquired Amusia. Acquired Amusia is a type of Amusia, a disorder affecting an individual's ability to process music, that is caused by brain injury or disease. It can be caused by strokes, tumors, aging, or head trauma, and can affect a person's ability to perceive and understand music. Symptoms can range from mild to severe and can include difficulty recognizing familiar songs, trouble with pitch, and an inability to distinguish one instrument from another. Interestingly, acquired Amusia can lead to an inability to recognize vocal emotion, as emotions are often communicated through musical phrases in speech. Although it is a rare disorder, acquired Amusia can have a significant impact on a person's quality of life. Number 7. Selective Amusia. Selective Amusia, also known as tone deafness, is a neurological disorder that affects the individual's ability to recognize and process music. It is characterized by an inability to recognize melodies, rhythm, and pitch. People with selective Amusia may be able to hear music, but they are unable to accurately identify it. The cause of selective Amusia is not fully understood, but it is believed to be genetic and can be inherited or acquired. It is also associated with brain damage, stroke, or other head trauma. Additionally, selective Amusia can be caused by lack of exposure to music in early childhood or a language-based learning disorder. Selective Amusia can be differentiated from other music-related disorders such as dyslexia, which affects the ability to read and write, or dyscalculia, which affects the ability to do math. People with selective Amusia are typically able to identify instruments and appreciate lyrics, but have difficulty recognizing melodies or harmonies. Studies have found that people with selective Amusia may be able to improve their musical abilities with exposure to musical therapy. While there is no cure for the disorder, those affected may be able to improve their ability to identify melodies over time with targeted practice and therapy. Number 6. Brain regions involved. Amusia, or congenital musical disorder, has been linked to particular brain regions. Research has shown that the brains of those with Amusia appear to be lacking certain neural connections between the auditory cortex and other brain regions involved in speech, emotion, and motor control. In addition, research has found that the inferior frontal gyrus, parietal cortices, and superior temporal gyrus are all affected in some way when it comes to Amusia. These regions are associated with auditory and musical processing, which may explain why those with Amusia have difficulty in processing and understanding music. Furthermore, research has even suggested that certain genetic factors may play a role in the development of Amusia. Number 5. Not linked to hearing impairment. A surprising fact about Amusia is that it is not necessarily linked to hearing impairment. This means that a person with Amusia may have excellent hearing acuity, but still have difficulties with recognizing musical sounds. This condition is purely neurological. It's not caused by damage to the ear or auditory nerve. This means that people with Amusia can still hear music, but may not be able to identify, appreciate, or enjoy it. Number 4. Impact on speech. Amusia can have an impact on an individual's ability to speak. Individuals with Amusia may struggle to differentiate between similar-sounding words, such as bag and beg, and may experience difficulty in understanding and producing speech. They also may be unable to recognize and produce basic rhythmic patterns. These difficulties can make it difficult for a person with Amusia to understand and construct meaningful sentences, as well as to correctly pronounce words. Research has also found that people with Amusia have trouble recognizing and discriminating between certain non-verbal vocal cues, such as the intonation of a person's voice. This can lead to miscommunication and misunderstandings in conversations. Number 3. Connection to memory and difficulty in recognition. Amusia is a neurological condition that affects one's ability to understand and recognize music. People with Amusia often have difficulty recognizing melodies, rhythms, and other musical elements. Interestingly, memory issues are also connected with Amusia. People with Amusia often have difficulty remembering songs, remembering the order in which musical notes were played, and recognizing different musical instruments. As a result, they may experience difficulty following along with music and remembering the lyrics of songs. This difficulty in recognizing and remembering music can make it difficult for those with Amusia to engage in activities such as playing an instrument or singing in a choir. Number 2. Impact on emotion. Amusia, or the inability to appreciate or recognize music, can have a major impact on a person's emotional state. Studies have shown that people with Amusia have difficulty recognizing and differentiating between different emotions in music, such as happy, sad, or angry. They are also more likely to have difficulty expressing their own emotions. People with Amusia may be more prone to depression and anxiety due to their inability to appreciate and recognize music and the emotions that music can evoke. Music therapy can be especially beneficial for those with Amusia, as it can help them develop their emotional awareness and recognition of different emotions in music. Number 1. Treatment. Treatment for Amusia typically involves a combination of approaches, such as auditory training and musical therapy. Auditory training involves listening exercises that help individuals strengthen their ability to detect and differentiate between various sounds. Musical therapy may involve learning to better identify and respond to musical elements, such as rhythm, harmony, and melody. Additionally, some studies have found that playing instruments or singing can help those with Amusia to better recognize and process musical elements. Finally, research has also shown that cognitive behavioral techniques, such as self-talk and relaxation, may be beneficial for those with Amusia. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching this video about interesting facts about Amusia. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more interesting curiosities around the world. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.